Plant potatoes at the perfect time zone guide for maximum harvests. I killed an entire potato crop once, not disease, not pests, not some mystery soil problem. I planted 3 weeks too early in 40-degree soil, every single seed rotted underground. I didn't know until June when nothing came up. That mistake taught me the single most important rule of growing potatoes. Timing beats everything. Soil temperature determines whether you get 40 pounds per plant or zero. Today, I'm giving you exact planting windows for every USDA hardiness zone, specific dates, soil temperature targets, and variety picks. No more guessing. Drop a comment right now. What country and zone are you watching from? Let's see where this potato growing community lives. Why timing doubles your harvest? Potatoes are not calendar driven. They respond to soil temperature, specifically at 4 inches deep. Below 45 degrees, seeds rot, zero harvest. Between 45 and 70 degrees, plants establish fast and form massive tubers, maximum yield. Above 80 degrees, foliage grows but tubers stop forming, huge plants, tiny potatoes. Here's real data from 3 seasons, same variety, same soil, same care, only planting date changed. Optimal soil temperature, 47 degrees and rising, 38 pounds per plant. 3 weeks too early, 38-degree soil, 11 pounds per plant. 3 weeks too late, 14 pounds per plant. Timing tripled the yield. That's why it matters more than fertilizer, watering, or variety selection. Get timing right first, everything else is secondary. Know your zone. Before anything else, find your USDA hardiness zone. Search USDA hardiness zone map, enter your zip code, takes 60 seconds. Pay attention to subzones 5A versus 5B. That 5-degree difference shifts your planting window by 1 to 2 weeks. International gardeners, Canada uses the same USDA system. Europe, Australia, and New Zealand have conversion charts online. If you're learning something new today, hit like so this reaches more gardeners before planting season. Subscribe to Plant Space Collective for exact, zone-specific growing info every week. Zone by Zone Paleontology Guide. ZONES 34 Cold Climate. Winter lows from -40 to -20 Fahrenheit. Last frost late May to early June. Season length 90 to 110 days. Plant when soil hits 45 degrees at 4 inches deep, typically mid-May in Zone 4, late May in Zone 3. Measure for 3 consecutive mornings, don't guess. Only early season varieties work here. Yukon Gold matures in 70 to 90 days, ideal for both zones. Mid-season varieties are a gamble in Zone 3. Late varieties will not mature before frost. Pre-sprouting trick: start seed potatoes indoors 4 weeks before planting in a cool, bright location at 50 to 60 degrees. You gain 2 to 3 weeks of effective growing time. In a 90-day season, that's enormous. Zone 3, plant May 20 to June 1, harvest September 1 to 15. Zone 4, plant May 10 to 25, harvest August 25 to September 10. ZONES 56, moderate climate. Winter lows from -20 to 0 Fahrenheit. Last frost late April to mid-May, season 120 to 150 days. You have a wider window, 2 to 3 weeks. Plant mid-April in Zone 6, late April to early May in Zone 5. All variety types work here. Zone 6 bonus: fall planting is viable. Count 90 to 100 days back from your first fall frost. Fall-grown tubers set in cooler soil and produce larger, better quality potatoes than spring plantings. Zone 5 spring, plant April 25 to May 10. Harvest August 1 to September 15. Zone 6 spring, plant April 15 to 30. Harvest July 20 to September 10. Zone 6 fall, plant July 25 to August 10. Harvest October 25 to November 10. Zone 7-8 mild climate. Winter lows from 0 to 20 Fahrenheit. Last frost mid-March to early April. Season 180 to 220 days. Summer heat above 80 degrees shuts down tuber formation. That's your main challenge. Plant early spring, late February to mid-March using early varieties only. The goal is to harvest before July heat arrives. Fall planting outperforms spring in these zones. I've harvested 35-pound plants from fall plantings versus 20-pound plants from the same variety planted in spring. Cool soil during tuber set makes all the difference. Zone 7 Spring plant March 1 to 15, harvest May 15 to June 30. Zone 7 Fall plant September 1 to 15, harvest December. Zone 8 Spring plant February 15 to 28, harvest May 1 to June 15. Zone 8 Fall plant September 10 to 25, harvest December to January. ZONES 910 Warm climate. Winter lows from 20 to 40 Fahrenheit. Summer soil regularly exceeds 90 degrees. Potatoes cannot form tubers in that heat. These zones grow potatoes as a winter crop only. Plant in October when soil drops below 75 degrees. Grow through mild winter. Harvest by late March in Zone 10, mid-April in Zone 9 before heat returns. Storage note: refrigerate seed potatoes at 45 to 50 degrees through summer. Without cold storage, they sprout prematurely and are useless by fall. Zone 9 plant October 1 to 15, harvest March 15 to April 15. Zone 10 plant October 10 to 31, harvest February 20 to March 20. Measure soil temperature correctly. A $10 to $15 soil thermometer is the highest return gardening tool you own. Here's the exact method. Insert the thermometer 4 inches deep into soil, wait 3 to 5 minutes, read the temperature, repeat at 3 different spots across your planting area and average the readings. Do this every morning for 3 consecutive days. If all readings hold at 45 degrees or above and are trending upward, plant. Measure between 8 and 10 in the morning. That's the coolest point of the day. If morning soil is 45 degrees, you're safe. Afternoon soil will only be warmer. Match variety to season length. Early varieties 70 to 90 days, Yukon Gold, Red Norland, Irish Cobbler, essential for zones 3 and 4, required for spring planting in zones 7 and 8. Mid-season varieties 90 to 110 days, Red Pontiac, Kennebec Superior, the most versatile, work across zones 4 through 10 with correct timing. Late varieties 110 to 140 days, Russet Burbank, Katahdin, Butte, biggest tubers, highest yields, but only in long-season situations, never in short-season spring plantings. Formula: count the days from your planting date to your harvest deadline. Choose a variety that matures 10 to 15 days before that deadline. That buffer absorbs unexpected weather. 5 timing mistakes that kill harvests. 1. Planting by calendar date instead of soil temperature. I always plant March 15th is a recipe for rotted seeds or stunted yields. Soil temp is the trigger, not the date. 2. Wrong variety for the season, late variety in Zone 3, early variety in a fall planting. Both fail. Match days to maturity to your window. 3. Not measuring, just guessing. Air temperature and soil temperature diverge wildly. 60-degree air can mean 40-degree soil. Measure at 4 inches every time. 4. Planting too deep to beat frost. Deep cold soil rots seeds. Plant at 3 to 4 inches and use row cover for frost protection instead. 5. Ignoring fall planting in zones 6 through 10. Fall planting is often superior to spring in mild and warm zones. Cool soil during tuber set equals bigger potatoes. Don't miss that window. That's the complete system. Soil thermometer, correct zone dates, matched variety, pre-sprout if your season is short. Get those 4 things right and you'll harvest 20 to 40-pound plants. Miss timing and nothing else you do matters. If this changed how you think about potato planting, smash that like button and subscribe to Plant Space Collective for more exact, zone-specific growing info every week. Comment below what's your zone and your biggest potato timing challenge. I read every single one. Now get that thermometer in the ground. Massive harvests are 90 to 120 days away. Happy gardening. See you next week.